So welcome back guys. In last session we discussed about all the properties that are present here, right? The group properties. In this session we are going to discuss about the next level of properties. Now let's go back here. We skipped couple of properties. Okay. We skipped insert row, inside the group and outside the group. What is meant by inside the group and outside the group? Inside the group means the group by is applying, right? Inside the group it will add a column. Let's say inside the group below. So you can see the group is sharing, right? Let me now see, this has become a complete one group and this is the row added. If I give it as text, and you can see how it will show. So this is inside the group. The same group will be shared. This one 0 level and test. This one first level and test. So this is inside the group. Okay. Now let me add a row outside the group. It's already there. Let me take it here inside the row outside the group below, and now you are getting two. I mean this is split. This is not the same group now. This belongs to a different group. Let me give testing just to differentiate what is meant by inside the group and outside the group. Inside the group means the same group item will be shared for two rows, but for this one, see, you can see the testing is showing at the bottom, and when you split it will not show, it will be at the end. It will be at the bottom of the report only once. This is not split with the group, right? This is the difference between adding a row above or below inside the group or outside the group. When I add here, when I try to add here, the outside the group, the below is disabled. When I try to add here outside the group, above is disabled. Why? Because the above one is in group. If I try to give above the group, it should add something in between these two, right? This one and this one. So that is not possible. Why? Because the above one is a group one, below one is a group one, and in between I cannot add a column, add a row which is outside the group. In the same way, when I try to add here outside the group below, it will be disabled. Why? Because it is not possible. That is why here outside the group above is enabled, here outside the group below will be enabled, which is the possible case. Inside the group is always available, like you can add it here. Now you can see it is added here, best. So it will be repeated how many times the group repeats. See, the group is sharing 0 best test, 1 best test. So this is called inside the group and outside the group adding a column. Let me remove one, at least it will be too heavy. Now let me take the next delete rows. It is pretty clear. Add group, parent or adjacent left, adjacent right, parent group. This is column grouping, and this is row grouping. So this is nothing but dragging a column. I think I've taken it from sales, right? This one. This is called adding a row grouping. You can either follow the option or just drag and drop, and this is called adding column grouping. When you drag and drop and add the column grouping, this is called column grouping. So adding the column grouping and adding the row grouping, it's always better to go with drag and drop. If you want to add it manually, then add group, adjacent left, let me say parent key or something like that, and click on OK. It will be added adjacent to this one. Okay, sorry, to the column group I've added, not to the row group. Now let me add the same guy to row group. Add group, row group, adjacent above, adjacent below, or wherever you wish to, child group or parent group. Select that one and click on OK. It will be added like this. This is adjacent. This is one group and this is one group. And if you execute this, there will be a lot of groups. Now let me delete a couple of groups here. So it will be showing, it will show the report like this. This is the first grouping section. Okay. Once it is done, you will be getting the second grouping section. This is adjacent one. This is adjacent one. Okay, adjacent means one next to the another one. If you add a parent group instead of adjacent grouping, I'm deleting this adjacent group here. I'm taking add group, row group. I'm going for parent group. If I go for parent group and let me take name, you can see it is parent group. It is coming here. Let me show you how it comes. It will come one next to the other like this. This is the parent group for this. This is the parent. So I've given the same name, right? That is why, name as parent group and child group. That is why it is showing like this. If you give country and state, all the states will be listed under country and all the countries will be, all the states will be listed under country. So parent group is always, it will give you drill down feature. Parent group and child group. When you right click here, and if you add group, the parent group and child group will always give the drill down feature. But adjacent group is like adding two groups together. I'll draw that and I'll try to show you. Let me take the pen. Okay, let's say parent group. If I take country and then state, a country will be there. Under that, all the states will be there. Okay, and then next country will be there and all the states will be there. This is parent and child. Here the country is called parent and state is called child. So this is how the parent child grouping part will be displayed. So if you have data like this, what you can do for this child group, here you can see clearly parent group is group 1, child group is employee key. You can set drill down feature, right? If you go to this child 1 and if you enable the toggling option, then automatically the drill down will be set. Now the adjacent grouping, how it works is, if I give country as adjacent to the state, first all the country level grouping will be done. Okay, once it is done, all the state level grouping will be done. So this is country level sales, this is state level sales, right? So this is how you can get the data. You can get the report if it is adjacent group and if it is parent child. Can you apply parent? Drill down here you cannot apply here, but here you can apply the drill down functionality. So this is the difference between parent group, parent and child groups and adjacent to the left and right groups. Let me explain once again by taking a different example here, different data set data, so that you can get clear picture about it. I'm going for a matrix report. I've taken sales amount here, okay, and I'll name it as sales. This is for everyone, and I'm aligning it to right. And here in the row grouping part, I'm taking English product. Okay, let me remove this guy. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create two types of grouping. One is adjacent group. Add group to the row groups. I'm adding parent group. What I'm adding as parent group is color. Before doing that, let me take a copy of this so that I can show you the adjacent and parent child at a time. So I'm going to the groups. Be careful, you have to add the group in not under column here if you want to show in the rows. So I'm going to the parent group and I'm giving color as the parent group. Fine. The color group is given. Now I'm coming here. I'm adding a row group again, but not a parent one, but I'm giving adjacent one. The same color. So you can see, you can see here, this is sharing the same group over group. That means these are grouped together, but this is two different groups. Okay. Now let me show you how it displays the data. If I go to the report, You can see under black all the products are showing, and under different colors all the products. See how it is grouped. This is the parent and this is its child. Okay, this is the parent, color is the parent and child is products. But if you go to the adjacent one, it will be different. All the colors will be shown first and all the products will be shown. This is adjacent one, right? One under the another, but this is not like that. This is splitting. This is a tree hierarchical view. The parent child is hierarchical view, whereas adjacent one is one under the above. So if I copy the same here and paste it here, what it will do is the first level one will be split the data based on color. The second grouping part will split the data based on products. Let me show you that. I have the same expression. Let me go here. Oh, so many products are there. Let me go back. Yeah, here it is. This is color level sales. This is the first grouping, adjacent left grouping one, and this is product level sales, whereas this one color to product level sales. Okay, so this is the difference between adjacent as well as adjacent and parent child grouping part. And the remaining properties, if you see, it is pretty clear. I mean, row visibility we already discussed, and so on. Now let me go back to the column. You'll find the same columns, and here the column grouping, add group or column group, you can delete it or you can go to the group properties, nothing but whatever the properties you will get when you double click on the group item. So the same thing you will be getting here. And add group, you have a column group the same way, parent and the child, as well as adjacent left and adjacent right. Actually speaking, this adjacent left and adjacent right is a fantastic option provided in SSRS, and also the parent and child. Now we have discussed about good enough number of properties, that is tablets level properties, and what is the other one we discussed? We also discussed about group level properties. Let me take the first report and let me delete it. I don't want it for now. And let me adjust it. And let this one be enabled. Oops, even this one is matrix report, right? I can use this one also. Let me set the visibility to true. Okay. And okay, I have two reports. I don't need this one. This one is having more information than this. It's category, subcategory, and product. Let me add color also. So now, if I execute this, I'm expecting something, some mistake will come here. Why? Because I have included a new group between two existing groups which are having C. Here if you see, when you expand this should be enabled, right? This should be shown. Until that it should be hidden. But now it is showing by default. But when you expand this, it will show products. Why? Because these two are linked. The toggling part I have given for subcategory name to products, right? That is why, and color there is no toggling. That is why it is showing this error. I expected this one. Let me correct it out. So try to understand what the problem is here. So the color should be toggled with subcategory. That is English product subcategory name. And this product which is already toggled with subcategory name should be toggled based on color, the newly added one. Right? So now it should show perfectly. Clothing, caps, it comes in this color, and this is the products. Gloves comes in only black color, and this is the products. Jerseys comes in these colors, and this is the products. Now this is perfect. Okay, fine. Let me show you the next level of properties. So to show the next level of properties, I would prefer to take a tabular report rather than matrix report. I'll tell you why. So I will hide this. So I'm going to the tablets properties, visibility, and setting it to hide. And here I'm adding a table. and in that one let me add category name, subcategory name, color, insert column to the right, and now you can see there is no grouping part. Why? Because this is table. So let me add products and let me add sales amount. And when it is not grouping, it will take sales amount as is, but when it is grouping, that is matrix, it will take aggregate function sum of sales amount. Now to adjust, you can use this. You can see the blue line coming right when I drag and drop. That means it is equally set to the same width as above one. So this can be used to set the width of the text boxes, or I can say alignment of the text boxes properly. So if you want to align two tables or one table and one matrix which is having same number of columns as you are seeing in this scenario, you can use this option. So click on preview. Before doing that, let me bold it and let me set this one to right align. Okay, let me see the date. Okay, fine. There is some space. Okay, not a problem. I can adjust it like this. Let me remove the space at the bottom. Now let's see the properties of the text box. That's the pending one. If you discuss about the properties of the text box, you have so many options over there. If you discuss about the properties of the text box, then we can go with the next objects types. Okay, this is very important for you, Samyukta, in particular. So concentrate on this. Before going to that, let me name this one as subcategory, and let me name this one as categories, color, products, and sales. Okay. Now the text box properties, when you right click on that, you will find the expression, and next to that, and don't worry about all these things, it is just like whatever we have discussed. Insert column, insert row, delete columns, delete rows, add group. If you want to add group in the table, you can make it as a matrix. Okay, but it is not suggestible. It leads to so much of confusion. Row groups, if you want to delete or add, you can do that. Now let's concentrate on the text box properties. If you click on text box properties, you will find so many properties. Let's discuss about all these properties in today's session. Allow height to increase and allow height to decrease. What is this option? Allow height to increase will be set to true by default, and allow height to decrease will be set to false by default. So the option is, let's say you have a pretty big product names, right? But I'm giving only small space. What it will do? Can you guess what it will do? So the size of the text box is, the row text box is increasing, and it is showing the complete product name. Mountain 100 silver 44 is the product name, and it is showing the full data. Now let me go to this text box. I'm going to the properties. I'm setting this one to false. What will happen? Any guesses? It will cut short the data. It will wrap the data. Let's see what will happen. Can you see the difference? I'm not allowing the size of the text box to increase. That means it will show only the truncated form. Whatever it can show in the text box size, it will be showing the same. Okay, so that is the property allows height to increase or decrease. A useful property when you want to define a table with fixed height and fixed width. Okay, when you want to define a fixed width and fixed height for a table, the width will be always fixed. You cannot increase and decrease the width of the text box, but height you can increase and decrease. But if you want to set the height to fixed, to make the report look and feel better or fit into the page when exporting, then you can make use of this property. Swati, you asked a question like we use adjacent grouping, right? So we will be using the adjacent grouping when you want to show year level sales and then next to that quarter level sales and then month level sales one by one. When you want to show the first is year level sales and the next one is quarter level sales and the third one is month level sales one by one, or something like region level sales, country level sales. Under that, if they want to see a report in such a way that it contains all the information, country, states, cities, and so on. So I forgot to answer that and I missed that. Okay. Now that's the first property in the text box properties. Let me go to the next set of properties. So the color, what is the name of the text box? This is color 1 I have given. It has taken by default color 1. And if you want to change it, you can change it. And once you change it, then you have to refer to this name everywhere if you need to refer in any place. Okay. Now the value is nothing but whatever the field that we are calling here. And you can make it a dynamic one. Dynamic one in the sense color plus color. So I'm adding extra stuff to the column, existing column, like instead of showing only yellow, blue, black, and so on, I'm asking the server to pull black color, blue color, green color, red color, and so on. Okay, this is just an example. Like this, you can add any other stuff. And for example, if you have the sales amount and if you want to cut it short and if you want to divide it by 100 or 1000, so you can divide it. This one will become an expression, right? So the text box value here in the text box properties is equal to expression. Whatever the expression we are using, we have worked on. See, you can see it is dividing by 1000, right? So if you see here, this expression is equal to this value part. Both are one and the same. And now let me go for tooltip. The value is, I'm trying to give the value, a tooltip for the value. Okay, is, I'm giving space, hyphen, plus, I want to give the sales amount. If I give the sales amount, it will not work. Sales amount divided by 1000 is what I'm showing as value. So once I get this value, what I have to do? I have to convert it to string. Why? Because I'm concatenating it with string. Don't say you don't understand this. So I'm concatenating the integer or the decimal value, what I'm going to get with this. I'm converting to string and then concatenating to the string value, that is the value is. So this one I want to show as tooltip, and let me execute the report to see the same. The value is minus 0.6990982. The value is 3 minus 3, not it's minus, it's hyphen. Okay, hyphen 3.3.39999 and so on. So this is how you can make use of the tooltip property. Now let me go to the next property. Text box, allow height, and you have already seen this. Now let me go to the number. This is not yet completed. So if you want to format it, let's say it is giving decimals, right? Expression. Let me go to the number format, number, and if you want to show only 2 decimals, okay? You can see here so many options. Use regional formatting, how you want to separate it, 1000 separator, and so on. Or else, if you want to set something like this, if you want to show 1000 separator, you can see it is separating based on 1000. Show values in millions or billions or thousands or whatever you wish. Let me go for thousands. Show 0 as hyphen. Okay, if you want to show 0 as hyphen, then you can set this one. If the value is 0, then it will show hyphen value. And here if you see, if the minus value is coming, there you can show it either minus or minus with space or in brackets. In brackets means if the value comes in brackets, that means it's negative value. If the value doesn't come in brackets, then it is not a negative value. Or you can show the value minus sign after the value. So these are the different options that you have. This is the number formatting. You can format the dates also, on text also you have different options. This is a property which is available in Excel too. Oops, it is showing 0 or why it is come. Oh, yeah. Why? Because it is rounding to the nearest integer, right? So that is why it is showing as 0. I've taken it to 2 decimals and it is rounding to the nearest decimal, nearest integer. That is why I think it is showing as 0. Let me set to 4, 5 decimals. Remove 1000 decimal, remove these thousands. Now it should show some value. Why? Because I'm asking the server to show in thousands. When you convert 0.00 into thousands, it will be nothing. It will be 0, rounded to 0. That is why it was showing in 0. Now you can see this is showing in 4, 5 decimals as I wish to show, as I asked the server to show the value. So this is about the property number. And you have date, you have time, you have percentage. You know percentage, what it will do. It will add a percentage like this. And if you check this, it will include space between the value and the percentage. Now let's go to the alignment. How you want to align. If you see all these properties, you will find in F4 also. Alignment is nothing but padding form. Left padding, right padding, and so on. How much from left, how much text align. Everything will be under alignment page. Let me show you the alignment page. Let me do it for color. Okay. I'm going to Textbox properties, alignment. I'm taking what alignment you want to give. Left align or right align. Let me set it to right align for now, for color alone. And vertical align, where you want to show. I want to show top or middle or bottom. I'll set it as top. Okay. Left side padding, let me set it to 7 points. Right side padding, let me set it to 7 points. Top padding, let me set it to 0 points. And bottom padding, let me set it to 8 points. Now you can see the padding means it will give that much space from that particular side. Now let me preview it and show you. It will set the right align and the vertical align will be top. See, it is top align and it is right align, and padding is 7 points from right hand side, 7 points minimum from left hand side, and top side it is 0 points and bottom side it is 7 points. This is about the space. If this is based on the space that is available, it will adjust. If you give less space, as I have given padding part, okay, what it will do is it will truncate. Can you see? The text is truncating. Why? Because I have given 7 points padding from the bottom. Okay, these properties are purely for formatting the text and formatting the text box. You can see, sorry, I set allow grow of this text box property to true. No, it won't allow. It won't apply to all the text box. It applies only to this text box. Let me uncheck this and let me show you the difference. It will apply to only the text box that we have set. This is at a text box level property. So that is the beauty of SSRS. Now you can see there is a padding here, 2 points on top for road bikes. But for color, do you have that? And these all are left align. This is right align, and there is 7 point space on the right, and there is more space left on the left hand side. So that is why it is coming. And bottom I have given 7 point space, but here it is only 2 points or something like that. So this is how. And if you take a text box, you can set to 2 types of alignment. Let's say this is your text box. Okay, left align or right align or center align. That means from left side you want to start the text, or from right side you want to start the text, or in center you want to show the text. This is one. And the second one is top align, bottom align, and center align. That means you want to start the text here or center align. So these 2 types of properties you can set for alignment of the text. So these are useful ones. I have used in many cases. Let me show you again where it is. If you go to the text box properties, there you can see alignment. Horizontal alignment means right, left, and center, whereas vertical alignment means top, middle, and bottom. And this padding is just like padding means how much space you want to leave from top and from bottom and from right and from left. So this is an useful one. So let me set it to default value. The default, it will be set to 2 points. That means 2 space from each corner of the each side of the text box. So this is about the alignment. Now let's go to the font. You can set the font alone, and let's go back to the alignment again, and you can set this one dynamically. You can see everything, it is effects. Let me show you an example. If this is color field, right? We are setting it for color field. Color field dot value is equal to red, then set left align, else set right align. Okay, I'm setting only for this one. In the same way you can set for everything. Let me show you how it will be displayed. I've given more space so that you will get clear picture about it. Whether it is left aligned or right aligned, it should be clearly visible, right? So you can see only when it is red color it is setting left align, when it is silver color it is setting right align, right? So in the same way you can play with this. I don't understand your question, Vamshi. So I just I just went to the properties, and in alignment I just click this horizontal and I said left align, right align. Okay, and if you want to set the vertical one for the same, then I have to set the expression here. This effects is meant for horizontal alignment. If you want to make it dynamic, if you want to make the vertical alignment dynamic, then you have to use this effects. Similarly, padding options you can set them. If it is red color, give 10 color padding. If it is blue, give 3 points, and so on. You can set everything dynamic. You just need to explore every property. And where do we use means is it depends on the requirements again. See, the same horizontal padding, this padding we have used in parent-child hierarchy. In last session we discussed about parent-child hierarchies. In that one we used padding. In the same way, horizontal align and vertical align, if you go for some maps, or if you see some reports which is shown in weather forecasting and all, they will highlight or they will make all the regions with the low weather on as right alignment and high weather as left alignment, which will make them easy to read and easy to understand, right? Which one is having high weather report and which one is having low. It all depends on how the user wants to make the report in the most easiest way, most user friendly way. If it's your job also to provide them with the different options. If you want to make it user friendly, I can make 2 alignments, left align for all the sales which is very less, and right align for all the products which is having good sales. So if he says, okay, this looks good or this sounds good, then you can go with that. So, and I also told you all the properties are not meant only for you. It's for different businesses, right? So if you work on different businesses, then you will come across the requirement where you need to make use of this horizontal and vertical align. While using Excel, where all you are setting left align, where all you are setting right align, you can use the same. In the same scenario, you can use this horizontal and vertical alignment in SSRS. Okay. Now, let me go to the font. Even font, you can set it dynamically. Font size, font shape, everything. It all depends on your thinking. How you want to align this, how you want to design this report. Let's say I want to align, I want to set the text. I'm using the same example, but I suggest you guys to try with different examples. because time is a constraint here for me to explain different examples. Okay, if color dot value is equal to red, then show in, you can see the constants here. I told you whatever the constant you can set for a property will be shown here, right? This is a what is this? This is font family. That is why the constants is font. I can make use of this. I want to show in this font if it is red color, else I want to show in entirely different font. Let me search a different font here, which looks different. This looks different, right? Let me pick this one. So if it is red, I want to show this, and if it is blue, if it is rest of the colors, I want to show it in Berlin Sans FB font. In the same way, I'll set the points also. If it is so and so, I'll set, and again, if you see the constants here, nothing will be available. Why? Because it's point. You can set 0 to millions of point size, right? It all in your hands. They can't give in the constants. But for font, it is pixel fonts, like 15 fonts or 20 fonts, so they have provided in the constants page. Let me set it to 10 point. If it is red color, I want to show it in 10 points, and rest I want to show it in 20 points. So I set two properties here. One is font and another one is the other one. And also bold, I'm checking the bold option. Same property I'm using. If it is red color, show it in bold. That means extra thin, extra semi-medium, extra bold I'll set. And if it is rest of the colors, I'm setting it as thin. Let's see how this report looks by setting all the properties. And italic also, I'm setting the expression. You know italic, right? The people who uses Excel should be aware, not only Excel, any Microsoft Office tools. So I want to show it in italic if it is red, and not, let me show it as italic when it is non-red. Why? Because I set bold to red, right? So it don't look good. So I'll set normal when it is red, and remaining I'll set it as line spacing, the line to line. If it goes to two lines, how much spacing you want to use, font size or custom size. If you want to give 2 points, then you can set something like that off. And side effects and color, what color you want to show. I've given you an assignment. The particular row should be shown in the same color, right? If you want to do that, just set the same color. Whatever the color it is, it will show in the same color. You have to assign some color for this property, right? Red, blue, green, or whatever it may be. If I give color dot value, I'm getting the same red, blue, white, yellow, and so on. So the color will be set dynamically here. And side effects, if you want to give anything like what is the side effects options? I've never tried this. Okay, underline, overline, and so on. If you want to give anything like this, you can try in the same way. Okay. Now I set so many properties. Let me execute the report and see how it displays. And remember, I set it only for one text box, that is color, I think. Okay, fine. You can see the silver color is coming in silver, black is coming in black, red is coming in red, red is left align, remaining is right align, and remaining is in 20 font, red is in 10 font, and red is in some font, okay, and black and blue is in Berlin, some SARS, something font, and what else we have set. So everything is working perfectly, and one text box you can show as per your wish, as per the requirements. And you can see I set the allow size increase to false, so it is not increasing. It is setting a fixed height for the rows. So this is how you can use the font option to play with the font of the text box. You can set all, you can use all the properties. And if you observe, I've set everything dynamic. This is why I said expressions is an awesome property, awesome feature provided in SSRS, using which you can play. Now let's jump into the next page, that is border. Border is also a very important one. How to set the border and what color you want to set. The border color, I set it to black. Okay, this text box, and width I'm setting it to 2 points, or you can set it as a dynamic one, and solid or dashed I'm giving, that means dashed one, and presence outline. Okay, it should come like this. Okay, and if you want to set only left side thickness, you remove, you can do like this. If you don't want this, you can remove it. If you don't want this, you can remove. You can don't want this, you can set like so. You can see the example, the preview one, how it looks. If you click on OK, you can see the border of the particular text box. See, this is how it is, text box to text box. So you can play with the report. You can play with the design of the report. Right? What else you want to set? You see, I think I set it for two properties, and I two text boxes, I think, or I don't know how I set it, but it is coming like this. Let me check what property I have taken. So it is showing. See, I think 3 are selected here. That is why it is showing like this. Let me remove for this border. Yeah, I selected for 3 solid black. Let me remove for this. Oops, 1 second, guys. Let me select only one text box, and let me set the border of this particular text box alone. Solid outline. Okay. Okay, I think it is sharing the border and it is taking that one too, but it should not happen. Okay, let's do one thing. This border option, it is creating little mess here. So let me remove this. Okay, and let me set this. You can do this one even in properties here. The same properties will be available, right? So the first one, border color, black. You have to expand this and set the black for everything. Left, right, top and bottom. So I prefer to set the border colors here. Why? Because it creates little mess if I set it using this. And the border width, I'll set it to 1 point. And border style to thick or dotted, dashed, whatever we have given dashed, right? So let me set left, right. So if you set it here, it will apply only to this text box, and let's see how it works. I've never tried with this dashed one. Now you can see it is setting only for this one, right? There it was it was setting for the sharing one also, whatever it is sharing. Now you can see this is set to only border. I've given 1 point and it is dashed one. Let me go here, and this border is acting in a different way. Preview. The selected border style can be applied by clicking the presence preview diagram or the buttons above. So in this one, I mean it was setting for the sharing text boxes also. That's why I went there and set it in the properties. And fill is to fill this text box. If you want to set no, this is not a bug. Actually, there was another bug with the border. So if you say that's not actually the bug. The problem is Microsoft has given properties in many places. So which one is overriding which one, that is not aware. Okay, we can call it as a bug. So the fill is if you want to fill the text box with some color. Let's say I want to fill it with green. You can see when I click on OK, the green color is set. Okay. Now in the fill, you can provide gradient also. You know, right? What is meant by gradient? Sorry, not in the fill. 1 second. You can set the image also. If you want to set any image, you can select that. Oops, not here. External image or embedded image. Let me import an image. Do I have any images in my desktop? These are pretty big, huge images. The size should be very less. Properties. Okay, this is fine. This is just 84 KB. So let me set this image, and you can see the image is showing here. But that will be very small one. I mean, the size of the image is pretty big one, right? So you have to increase the text box size so that you can show the image for this particular text box. Now it is loading image for every text box, so it takes a little bit of time. Okay, can you see the image? If you can increase the size, it will increase even further, and it will show you the image, full image. So this is how you can set the image property, the text box. Let me go to the text box properties, and we discussed about fill and visibility. If you want to show or hide, this visibility is useless. I mean, I can say it's an useless one. Why? Because if I hide it, let me show you how it will be hidden. It will not delete the column. It will just hide this particular column text. Is it looking good? If it is hidden here, so it should be the complete column should be set to visibility false, right? It's not the particular text in the text box. So what I'm doing here, what this property, visibility property of the text box will do is, it will set the text visibility to false. So instead of that, I prefer to go with the column visibility. If you set the column visibility, then it will be hidden completely. Okay, this is about the text box properties, visibility, and interactive sort. If you want to sort it, this is a beautiful option, and mainly in tabular reports. Interactive sort will be given for columns. Go to the column text box, set the interactive sort, enable the detailed rows. If it is matrix, you can go for any groups, but it is table, right? Go for group. And you want to sort based on English category name, and if you want to apply this sort to other groups, when you are using groups means when you are using matrix reports. Now this is not a matrix, right? So leave it. And now I'm giving for subcategory 2. Going to the text box properties, interactive sort, I'm enabling for the detailed rows, and sort by subcategory name, and color, text box properties, interactive sort, enable interactive sort based on color, and products, interactive sort, enable interactive sort for based on product name. Okay, fine. Sales, text box properties, interactive sort, enable based on sales amount. So interactive sort means it will provide. Let me remove this image from here. I mean, it is occupying a lot of space, right? Let me remove this one. Okay, let the color be there. Click on OK. Why? Because it is taking a lot of I mean, I have to increase the size of the column just for that. Sorry, size of the row just for that. So let me adjust it. Okay, fine. Let me adjust this one too. And let me adjust this one. Now I set the interactive sort property. Okay. Let me give this size. For every column, I have set the interactive sort. Let me show you what this interactive sort will do. It will provide an icon or a feature to sort the column, sort the values dynamically. Now you can see this is less. If you click on this, it will sort the values in ascending order. Okay, it is sorting. Now it is ascending order, accessories and so on. Now, guys, if I click, it will come in descending order. So this is called as interactive sorting. Either ascending or descending you can do. Like that you can provide for every column. This is a beautiful option, right? They want to sort based on any column, they can use it. But don't expect the same property to be exported to PDF when we export the report to PDF. Okay. In the same way, let me go for this. You can sort the values based on colors. So you can sort the column or the complete table based on colors. So it starts with black. Now if I do it in reverse order, it starts with yellow, I guess. Yellow is the last color as per alphabets order. Yes, it is. So this is how you can provide the interactive sorting, and it can be set in the column headers. You can set it for the values also, but it won't make any sense. Let me show you. I'm setting it for the um, the values, and the icon will be set for every value of the text box. Okay, every value of the subcategory text box, and what it will do is it will try to sort that particular group. If the groups only one value is there, only this one will be sorted. If it sorts in ascending or descending, what's the difference? See, it is trying to sort only this mountain bikes, this group. Okay. If you do it in columns, it will try to do it for the complete. So the text box level interactive sorting will be given only when you have group of items. Okay. Let's say you have group like bikes and categories. Categories, subcategories, products. So when I click on category, it has to sort based on subcategories. You can provide like that when it is a matrix report, but it's not useful when it is a tabular report. Why? Because every text box will have this option, and it will try to sort the same value. One value sorted in ascending or descending will result the same, right? So that is why the interactive sort will not make any sense when you view in the text box level, the detailed report level. Now let's see the last page. This is very important one. Go to the action. The action is nothing but it will provide you to it will take you to the next report or next functionality. See, there are different options. Go to the report, go to the bookmark. I don't know what is this bookmark means. I've never worked on that, so forget about it. Go to the report means it will take you to a different report, and go to the URL means it will take you to the different URL. So in this set, and now let's see what is meant by what is URL. Let's say http www.google.com. Let's see how it works. I've asked the server to take to the URL when I click on this particular cell. So this is bikes, and there is URL given, and that is why hand symbol is coming. That means there is some functionality given. But if I go to this one, there is nothing like that, right? There is nothing here. So if I click here, it will take you to the google.com. So where we will use this? We will be using this only when you want to tag it to the maps. Okay. If you are getting a country name here, and you can set Google Maps, google.maps.country name. You know, right? Let me do that. Let me show you an example. Let me go to the preview, and if I click on bikes, it is taking me Google. Let me go to the maps. Let me search for India. Maps.google.com. Here we can pass some value to this maps. I don't know how to pass that. Let's say 575 Washington Bolivia. AC City, United States. No, earlier it was going through some parameter. You have to pass the value, the address, okay, here in the URL, right? In that case, you can take this URL and make this one as, let's say, ID is equal to India, something like that. You can pass this value dynamically. When they click on India, it should take to the India. When they click on see, it is taking to the India, right? Maps.id is equal to India. It is taking to India, right? Now you can take this URL, and if you have any country level sales like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh is the first column, then what you can do here is you can go to the text box properties, you can go to the action. You can set this one as expression. Okay, this will be expression, and here you can concatenate the value from outside, the value from the text box, the value from the field. So when they click on India, first India, then it will pass India. When they click on Pakistan, it will pass Pakistan, right? You understood what I'm saying here? So you can make the maps dynamic. So it will be something like this, India, dynamically. When you set the value dynamically, using the field, it will be like this. Now if you click on OK, and if you, right now I'm hard coding, man, don't go with the same. It is an assignment for you. I think there is a geography, dim geography table. Okay, create a report, make a note of the assignment. Create a report based on geography, that is a country, city or state, whatever it is available, and sales. When I click on country, it should take me to the maps to the particular country. When I click on state, it should take me to the maps to the particular state. That's the assignment for today. Now here if you see bikes, when I click on it, I'm hard coded to India, that's why it is taking to India. If I make it dynamic using the field, that is an assignment which you are going to work on, so it will take you to a particular country. Alright, so this is the use of the option. Action in action, go to the URL, and let me show you what is the use of the option. Go to the report. Okay, let's discuss about this. Go to the report, and the next one, where is that? 1 second guys. Go to the report and sub-report in tomorrow's session, as well as rectangle and list. We'll cover these 4 in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we'll have session, and day after and next day, that is Saturday and Sunday, we don't. Today is Friday, right? In US it should be Thursday, correct? Today it's Saturday? No, it's Friday in India, man. What is today in? Okay, so it's Friday, so we'll have session tomorrow, and in tomorrow's session we'll discuss about the other, go to the report option, and also sub-report option, and also rectangle, image, and list. We'll cover up to here in tomorrow's session, and next Monday we'll cover chart and gauges. With that, the complete stuff will be completed. Apart from that, there will be one extra session on the report manager and report server, which is very important. So Tuesday we're gonna end these sessions. Clear? Okay guys, thank you very much and have a good day. People who have questions can stay back, and the remaining people can leave for. Thank you very much. Bye bye.